What's up, guys? Day 11, Law 11, the law of the inner circle. A leader's potential is determined by those who are closest to him. The saying goes, proximity creates intimacy, which means closest, but proximity also creates influence. The people who are around you the most and are the closest to you will be those who influence you the most. There's a pastor down in Miami. His name is Rich Wilkerson Jr. He says it like this. He says, show me the 5 people that are closest to you, and I'll show you where you'll end up in the next 5 years. Those people are your influencers. They're the closest to you. And a leader's potential is determined by those who are closest to him. John C. Maxwell says that while there's 21 laws of leadership for leaders, not everyone can do everything. We talked about this in the law of attraction, how you're going to attract people who are like you, and how we should work on attracting people who will not simply be like us, but who will complement us. Well, this is sort of talking about that we need to find people who can help us to build our team up so it's all inclusive of all 21 of these laws. People who can do all 21 of these laws well across the board. Again, we talked about Strengths Quest earlier. Strengths Quest is awesome for that because it shows where you're strong and where you're weak by showing where you're strong, and in being able to show you where others are strong, you can figure out how well you guys could work well together and who you need on your team if you need a motivator, an activator, someone who's more relational, etc. But John Maxwell kind of leaves us with 5 points in regards to determining who's in your inner circle. And they look like this. Do these other people have high influence with others? You don't want to be around people who are simply going to be at your level. It's best always to try to be around people who are higher than you, who have more influence than you do with others or with those around you, so that you can learn from their influence and learn from how they use that influence and in and of yourself gain influence. Do they bring a complimentary gift to the table? This is crucial. This is huge. What you lack cannot be made up for by simply you learning it. It must be made up for by bringing people around you who will complement you. That's the team that you need to build. The leader builds his team. You gotta build your team based on not only people who are like you, but people who complement you. They hold a strategic position in an organization. Now, this doesn't mean become a leech, but it does mean that you can learn from them. It does mean you can understand what it means to hold a position in a large organization like that, or any organization, a strategic position, what that looks like, how that plays out on the day-to-day for someone, possibly someone you might want to be someday. Do they add value to you and to your organization? Well, that goes without saying. If people aren't adding value to you, there's a really good chance that they're taking value away. Finally, do they have a positive impact on other members of the inner circle? Do they have a positive impact? Does your team not only complement you, but complement each other, and in complement each other, work cohesively to be able to work towards a goal that is set? Obviously, you want someone to come on that has leadership qualities and maturity, etc., like that. But those 5 standards, those 5 points allow you to pick someone for your team and allow you to develop a team, an inner circle that's going to complement you and going to add value to you and help you reach the vision that you've been setting. An application of this that I would say is to, again, this is more of a self-awareness one. Look at the people who are influencing you. For me, I put it like this. I have a lot of friends. I have several people that I would consider my friend. I've only got about 4 or 5 people that I would consider my influencers. People that I know influence me, that I allow to influence me. I keep that circle tight. And the tighter you keep that circle, the harder it's going to be for something to slip out it doesn't mean to, and for someone to slip in it doesn't mean to. So keep your inner circle tight and understand that your potential is determined by those who are closest to you. That's the law of the inner circle. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.